Hi everybody, my name is Jenny and this is my niece.
Hi.
That's Rue, and she is going to help me film my adult version of what we're putting in Easter baskets this year. She's just going to have to leave. I'll save her basket till the end because this year I'm only doing 2 different videos. I'm doing one for adult tweens, and then the younger kids. So instead of dividing it up into 3 like last year, so I'll just have her leave. I'll do hers last and ask her to leave. So how we do this, I absolutely love Easter. We host Easter at our house. And so a few years ago, I started doing Easter baskets for my nieces and nephews, or at the time, my niece and nephews. But the family has really grown and it has gotten way out of hand. So now my mom and I do it together. She's not in the video, but she did go in on this stuff with me. So this is from my family, my husband and I, and my mom. So anyway, except for the first one that I'm going to do. The first basket that I'm going to do is for my daughter. She is 24. And I'm going to do hers first. I'm not really going in age order because my nephew's actually older than her. But I'm going to do hers first just because since she is my daughter, I give her, like, hers doesn't follow the guidelines of the rest of them. So this is her basket. We got this when she was really young. I think she was about 2. And actually an aunt of my youngest brother, she made these and they were so adorable. It's just an ice cream bucket covered in fabric, and I think I like it because it's the size of an ice cream bucket. It keeps it pretty simple. For the most part, all of our Easter goes in here. I mean, it's an Easter basket. What goes in the basket is what you can get. There have been a couple of times, once she had a stuffed animal that wouldn't fit, and one time I got her like a storage box for her room when we redid her room, and I just put this inside it with some candy, and then the storage box had a tennis racket and tennis balls. But this time we are back to just using what fits in the basket. We don't go too crazy. Some of you might think this is a little crazy, but how our tradition at home has always been, she gets this basket, and then in the basket I fill some of these little eggs, and she gets about 7 of them. But for tradition, and this totally happened by accident, we are Christian in our family. So on Easter we celebrate Resurrection Day, which is the resurrection of Christ. And one year on accident, I totally just didn't fill one of the eggs, and so it was empty. And so on Easter morning when she opened it, just off the top of my head, I happened to remember the VeggieTales Easter video where the kid is sitting with his grandma in church and he's playing with an empty egg, and she reminded him that the tomb was empty on Easter, and that's why there was no candy in the egg. And so I pulled that out really quick. I'm like, oh, I bet that's to remind us that the tomb was empty on Easter. So now, even if I don't put anything else in the basket that reminds us of what we're celebrating, we always have an empty egg. So that points back to what we're actually celebrating. So anyway, yeah, I'll just leave this purple one in here empty, and then, you know, just to continue on with that tradition. And then, Rue, can you grab me the orange bag? So this year my mom got all these bags. I don't know, she's had them for a long time. I don't know where they came from, but we love these bags because when the kids go to the pool or to the pond or whatever in the summer, this is just great because everybody has their own bag with their own clothes, their own goggles, their own flip-flops, whatever, anything of their own to keep track of. They can have hair ties, whatever. So everybody has a different color. It's just the best way to travel in the summer. So that way we don't have people digging in other people's stuff and losing it and everything else. So anyway, we thought we could use these and kind of keep our Easter organized. So as we get stuff, we put it in the bags, you know, whoever's bag it goes in. And then on Easter, we're going to actually transfer the stuff into these baskets. They're normal Easter basket. And then they will get to hunt their eggs outside for the egg hunt with these bags. So for which the 24-year-old is obviously not hunting eggs anymore. But it was still nice to organize her stuff in a little bag, and she'll still use it for something. So in her eggs this year, I am going to put, now what I normally do, there's usually a little bit of candy. So for her candy in her eggs this year, she gets 1 Cadbury cream egg and 1 Cadbury caramel egg. So she loves these caramel eggs. They're just a little too sweet for me. I'm not a huge fan of the caramel ones, but she loves those. So I always try to put one of those in there and one of these larger Cadbury eggs. Again, I feel like these, I love the cream eggs. Absolutely love them, but it is a lot of sugar. So like 1 is really enough. So I just get her 1 of each of those. And then, oh, Rue, can you go grab my wallet real quick? Thank you. See, it's nice to have a helper around. That way I don't have to get up and interrupt my video. So, I'm missing an egg here. So I always try to put something that's not candy or money. And just recently, we have revived our Italian charm bracelets. I don't know if you've seen those or if you remember them from the early 2000s. They were really big around 2003. Anyway, they're just these little, I can't see what I'm doing, these little tiles. And I got her one that says I Heart New York, because she doesn't want to live in New York City, but she does love to visit New York City. So I got her an I Heart New York tile. And yeah, these were trending around Christmas time, I feel like. I saw them on a couple of videos and people's Christmas gift guides. But anyway, then the other one I got her is a skydiver. I don't know if it's going to focus on that. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Anyway, she absolutely loves to skydive, and it was really hard to find this one, but I did finally get it on Amazon. So anyway, she'll be really surprised to see those, because when she did see the skydiver one, but I want to say she found it on eBay, but it was going to be like $20-something. And they're not like a high quality item, really. They're just like, they're not an expensive metal or anything. So I think that was a bit pricey, but I did get it for like $8. Yeah, each of those charms I paid like $8 something, so we'll just say $9 for each of those. And of course the candies were like $2.50 altogether. And then for money, I always put money in a couple of eggs. Our tradition, and this is silly, I don't know why, but we always put $7. So as long as that is enough to like get a drink, like a fancy coffee or a flavored soda or something at our little local drink drive-through place, then that's what I'm going to keep it at. So just, you know, just a little treat yourself once in a while. So I'll divide that up into a couple of eggs, so she'll have her treat herself to a drink money, and then we'll get down into what I put in the rest. So can you go grab my handy notebook, please? See, again, love having the helper. Okay, so the little white one that I've been using all day, or no, that's the wallet. I'm sorry, the purple one, not the cat one. So let's start with the candy items. Why do I feel like I am missing something? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I got most people this year like a savory snack, and Anna likes Cheez-Its, so I found the Easter box packaged Cheez-Its because it's fun to keep it Easter themed. Sometimes we have snacks that are not Easter themed in our baskets, but I'm not sure. You might have to look around. It might be like this way too. Anyway, so it just makes the basket look more fun if it's Easter themed. But like some of my nieces and nephews like things, like I have one nephew that absolutely loves Grippo's potato chips, and they're sort of a somewhat local thing to us. So you can't look here. They're a somewhat local thing for us, so but they clearly don't make it Easter packaging for those. So he'll, like, if I get those for him, they're just regular. But as long as I can find Easter themed, like Pringles or, you know, Cheez-Its, something that the kids like, I try to get the Easter themed one. And I know Anna loves Cheez-Its. Another thing she loves, she used to work at an ice cream shop when she was in college, in the town she went to college in. And it was the gummy bears that they used in the ice cream shop were the Albanese gummy bears. Albanese, not really sure. And she loved those gummy bears. They are made in the US, so right here. And for Easter this year, I haven't seen these before. Maybe they've been around, I've just never noticed. But they came out with Albanese. Haha, nice little pun. Anyway, or not really a pun. What is that called? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, nice little wordplay there. Anyway, there are 12 flavors of these, guys. They are so delicious. There's cherry, strawberry, mango, pineapple, lemon, orange, green apple, watermelon, pink grapefruit, lime, blue raspberry, and grape. And maybe you all know this. I just didn't realize there were 12 flavors in these until I bought them the other day. My mom had never even had this kind of gummy bear. So anyway, I kind of wish I'd have picked up another pack for myself, but I did. So anyway, I know she'll be really excited to get those because she doesn't ever buy like candy for herself like that. So that will be a nice little surprise and a treat for her. Another thing, she loves these Tony's chocolate bars. Again, we never get that kind of stuff. She doesn't even buy it for herself. And I found these cute little Tony's chocolate eggs. And they're packaged in this adorable little egg carton. And it has like an assortment. So it's not like buying a whole big candy bar just to try. I thought this would be a great way to try all the different types of candy bars that they have, because they have them all assorted in this little egg pack. So that was so cute. And I got this at Target. It was only $5.50, and then they were doing some kind of buy one get one 30% off thing. And I ended up paying like only $4 or something for this at Target. Walmart has it for like $6, like $5.97 or $98. Anyway, but you can get that either place. So we have both of those in here. And then, of course, like I said before, I try to get everybody something that reminds us why we celebrate Resurrection Day. And so I got these little chocolate crosses on a card from the Dollar Tree. So I'll sign these before I give them out. So I'll put that in there. So now for her non-candy items. This book, I actually paid nothing for this, and it is a new release. It came out, I think, in February, but I had Barnes & Noble credits. So, yeah, for my rewards credits, not like a return credit. So, anyway, so I didn't end up paying anything for this, but it's If Cats Disappeared from the World by Genki Kawamura. I don't know how to pronounce the author's name, but anyway, this was on her want to read book list, so I didn't just randomly pick this. I bought it from her book list of books that she wants, so she will enjoy getting that. And then she has needed a wireless mouse, a new wireless mouse for some time. I have my husband help me with this. She wanted an orange one. That's her favorite color. So I haven't opened it. I assume the right thing came in. If not, it's still a wireless mouse. But hopefully it is orange like she was wanting. And I'm not really sure how I want to put this in here, because it's not very cute like that. And I might open it. I'm not really sure. I'll just stick it in here, because these eggs will fit all around. Okay. And then the last two items, I just found this at the Dollar Tree, and it's just a makeup sponge applicator thing, but it was had a handle on it, and I was thinking that might be easier. And we haven't tried one like that, so I thought she might like that. So I just picked that up, $1.25, and I'll just stick that down like that, kind of hide the tag behind. And then she sent a list of lip glosses that she would like to try. Not necessarily sending it to me for an Easter basket, just, you know, she thought these would look fun to try. So I decided, since summer was coming up, this one is has an SPF of 25, and it was the the ELF one, and we picked up Blush Much. And so I thought now would be, I mean, she's always wanting to try new lip color and stuff, but I really thought with this having the sunscreen, this was a perfect time of year to pick up a fun lip color and throw that in her basket. So let's put that right in front. And oh shoot, let's see, should have had the handle up before I did that. So here is her completed basket. I think that'll be fun to open. So that is hers, and the grand total, we did have a budget. Now for my daughter, my goal this year, if you watch my goal videos, which I need to do an update since this quarter is over, since the first quarter of the year is over, but my goal was just to scale back on gifts this year, on the amount we spend on gifts this year. Kind of went a little crazy last year, so this year on her basket I spent about $15 less than I did last year, and for Valentine's Day I spent about $12 less. So I'm headed in the right direction. It's not that we went super crazy. I know this might be a lot for some people, but I spent $59.25 on her basket. Oh, there is one item. Rue, would you like to tell them what is not in her Easter basket that she will be getting also, that you are taking care of for me?
Oh, it's a little succulent.
Yeah, she's taking care of it at her house, so Anna doesn't find it here. But yeah, I will tuck that. It's tiny, so I'll be able to just like maybe rearrange the eggs and tuck it in the front or something. So that's the other thing she's getting, which does bring the total up to $59.25. So yeah, so next we will go oldest to youngest on the nephews to nieces. So this video is my tween slash teen slash adults. So I will start with, no, the light blue. We will start with Dylan's basket. Dylan is my nephew. He's 26. He is in grad school. He will not be home for Easter this year. So I'm not even putting his in his basket. In fact, I can't even find his normal basket. So I'm just going to mail it to him in this. He does go to the lake a lot, to the beach, and this will be a great little bag for him to take. So his is just like random. I'm probably just going to get it all out, and then I'll have Rue pack it back up as I show you things. So now some of these on the nieces and nephew stuff, some of this will be repeats, but not all of it. So Dylan, this is not his. I don't know what happened here. Okay. He has, yeah. So I'll show you his non-food items first. First of all, my mom got several of them. These towels, they're just mainstays, beach towels. We always need extra towels. And I mean, we go through them a lot. We're either at a lake beach, a pond beach, or a pool. So we have towels for each thing. And like I said before, Dylan does go to the beach a lot. It's a lake beach, but he loves it. So we just picked him up an extra towel, my mom did, in his favorite color. So, and I think that was only $2. She said she paid for him on clearance last year. And then this, I got him it's like Sudoku, but it's with words. So you have to like make the words fit together. And he is a journalist, so that will be, I think, you know, he loves doing like puzzles like this, like logic puzzles, Sudokus and things. And then, but this is like Sudoku with words. So I thought he would really like that. And, you know, something to do if you're, you know, have a wait time or something. And then he likes his shoes. He likes to take care of his appearance. And anyway, I got him a shoe eraser to keep the white like soles, edge of your shoes clean. So I thought he would use that for sure. And that just came from the Dollar Tree as well. Both of those last two things came from the Dollar Tree. So they were $1.25 each. And then, of course, he got the same chocolate cross. This is what his card looks like. Really pretty sunset on it. It says, may you find hope and joy in the beauty of the day. So that's his reminder of what we're celebrating. And then his food items. He likes Reese's eggs. Apparently these are a very popular Easter candy item. I am not sure why, but the eggs, the trees, is it hearts? I don't know. Pumpkins, they all taste better. I think the ratio of the filling to the chocolate is better in these special ones. So I got him the whole big pack of those. And then these are popular with my three oldest, my daughter and my two oldest nephews, the Gummy Nerd Clusters. He really likes the berry, which is these blue ones. The other two, I think my daughter likes this flavor too. And then Bowen, I know I got Bowen just the green Easter pack last year, and he absolutely loved those. I don't know if he likes any better than another. Does he? No, he just likes all of them. So anyways, that's always a safe thing to buy for my older nephews. So there's that. He also loves Cheez-Its, so I did get him a fun Easter Cheez-It box for a little snack. And my daughter thinks he likes these. We weren't really sure, but I picked him up some Pocky stick things.
He probably will.
So anyway, if he doesn't like them, they did not cost that much. So, but Anna thinks he does. So anyway, so Dylan's total came to $18.75, which was within our goal. I wanted to keep the average dollar spent per kid $20 or less, and also have the same number of items. So all the nieces and nephews will have 8 items, and their baskets will average $20 a piece. It's hard to do both. It's hard to have the same number of items and the exact same price unless you get them all the exact same thing, and they are not the exact same kids. So for Bowen, we're not doing Bowen's next. Yeah, we will. Okay.
He's older than Garrick, isn't he?
Yeah, he is older than Garrick. Okay, so Dylan was 26. Bowen is 14 and a half. So I will do his next, and we will put his in his basket. So I'll let Rue arrange that basket for me. Again, Bowen got one of the $2 towels because he spends a lot of time in the water at their pond. So that is his towel. Yeah. And Bowen is really big in the sports too. So I got him, for his birthday last year, I got him a gym bag. And, well, you guys know teenage boys. So I got him these sneaker balls, and I thought if he doesn't put them in his shoes, at least he can activate them and stick them in his gym bag. I just found these at Walmart. They were $5 for only 2. And I was really disappointed in that because I know I've seen like a 6-pack for $5 before, but I wanted to get this done and I didn't have time to wait. So
I will say I do think he likes his gym bag. He's been using it.
Yeah. So, and he definitely needs those. And
yeah,
if Rue needs to go throw those in there for him because he probably won't do it, she can do that. So anyway, so those are his. I think he has one more thing. Yeah. And since Bowen is too cool for the egg hunt now, oh yeah. Yeah, he's too cool for the egg hunt now. This is like, I'm thinking this is more like that putty, like kind of like that Aaron's thinking putty consistency rather than slime. But I ordered a pack of these for the egg hunt, and since Bowen is too cool for the egg hunt, I just threw one in his thing because everybody likes to play with that kind of stuff. And then my mom picked these up at Dollar Tree. They're just like a fidget type thing. It's a infinity cube thing.
It basically never stops.
Yeah. So like here's like a little picture on the back of all the things. You just basically fidget with it, put it in different shapes, whatever. So he has a green one that my mom got. And then his food items. So those are his 4 non-food items. Again, he got the Cheez-Its because they're Easter themed, and who doesn't love Cheez-Its? I have no idea if he likes cotton candy, but I love cotton candy. So I got him this from the Dollar Tree. It's a blue cotton candy, and if he doesn't like it, I will take it off his hands. It's no big deal. And then, of course, he got his chocolate cross. This is the same as Dylan's with the sunset. And these are his Easter nerds, and he didn't get as big a pack because, you know, he had some other things that, like the like those things that cost a little bit more. So he got the smaller pack of nerd clusters, and like I said, this is the same flavor. Last year I did get him a bigger pack, but this year, just the way the prices worked out and everything, I got him a smaller pack, and he did love them last year, so I'm sure he will like that flavor of them. And that is all for Dylan's basket. Or, I'm sorry, for Bowen's basket. She's right. See, I need an assistant. Okay, next one we don't have a basket for. Oh, she can show you the final. I think that turned out pretty cute. It actually fit in there very nice, so I think he'll like that basket. I mean, you know, the teenage boys, they get to that age, and it's like, I remember watching another video, and the lady just kept saying, you know, teenage boys, food. And she repeated it several times, like, always get them food. And I'm like, that's so boring. And then now that, you know, I'm there, I'm like, yeah, like Dylan, he's not a teenager, but yeah, 26, like most of his stuff was food. He only had like the 3 other things. So this would be Dylan's younger stepbrother's basket. He's not 14 yet. He will turn 14 this month, and he's a gamer. He's not super into sports. I mean, he'll watch some sports, but he's just really not into it. He's more just a gamer. They do have a pool though, so he spends a lot of time in the pool in the summer. So he got the orange beach towel for $2. I got him, again, he's really into his appearance too. So I also got him one of the shoe erasers from the Dollar Tree, like I got for Dylan, his stepbrother. Then he also got one of these fidget infinity cubes, and his is red. His school colors are red and black, so we try to get him like red and black type stuff whenever we can. And then we got him this I actually had purchased this for my friend. She does Lego stuff sometimes by herself, sometimes with her grandkids. And, you know, we love all the nostalgic things, like, you know, roller skates, cassette tapes, things like that. And so we found this mixtape it's not Lego brand, it's just a brick craft. There it is. My thumb was covering that, but like the brick craft brand. But anyway, I bought this for Tammy for Christmas, and I was going to go back and get another one that was not a mixtape, but went with it. Something other nostalgic type thing, some other nostalgic type thing. And she had already bought them for herself and done them. So I thought, well, Garrick does little Lego things, and he has lots of display shelves in his room for stuff like this. So I decided to save it for him for Easter rather than return it. And then he's not as big into the snacks and stuff. So that's why he has 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that only 4 things?
Yeah.
I thought he had 5. Maybe I am short something. Let me check my list.
What's that other egg?
Oh no, I see it. It's here. His other non-food item. He has 5 non-food items instead of 4 and 4 because he just really isn't into the snacks and stuff. But I thought these were fun. It was just more of an Easter-y themed thing. But I got him the TNT colored smoke bomb things. So yeah, it says Easter egg smoke balls, and it shows that there are different colors. So I assume the smoke is, yeah, it shows it on the side. But I thought those would be fun for him to do in the evening with his friends or something. So he also has the chocolate cross, again the sunset one. Then he has the blue cotton candy like Bowen did. Again, if he doesn't eat it, I will. And then instead of he's the one that I normally get the barbecue grippos for, but he also loves Prime drink, and he does not care what flavor it is. He will drink all of them. So I just picked him up one of these, and it was also at the Dollar Tree. So that is Garrick's, and Garrick's isn't going in a basket. For one, I can't find his and Dylan's baskets, and so I'm guessing I didn't get them back last year. But also, Garrick and Dylan will neither one be at our Easter celebration this year, so I'm just going to send them like that to their house, or their houses. They don't live together. So that brings us to our very last basket, which is for Miss Rue Violet. So she's signing off. She will see you in the next video, but for now she is going outside so I can show you everything she's getting. So this is Rue's basket. The kids have had the same baskets for years. I have had to replace, like Dylan, I used to just use and just one of my longer burger baskets. I did buy him one finally, and of course I did not get it back. So I think Brenna, I had to replace hers because it got like water stained, and so I'm not sure how that happened. I imagine it happened probably Easter Day, and I just didn't realize it. And so it turns out my mom had bought her one, so it didn't matter. So for the most part, we reuse baskets from year to year. So Rue is also getting one of the towels. Hers is pink, but again, she does a lot of swimming, just like the rest. And for hers, I may have to, I'm just gonna put her stuff back in her bag after we're done. I may have to unroll her towel and kind of tuck it around. I'm not really sure. She is getting, I'm gonna have to check my list for her too, because it doesn't look like everything is here. So she also gets Cheez-Its. Who doesn't like Cheez-Its? She gets a pink cotton candy. Yeah, the Cheez-Its were $2 at Walmart. The cotton candy was Dollar Tree. Oh, I see what I've done. Nope, this is the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so she gets a chocolate cross, and her card is the flowery one like Anna's. She gets, oh, this is a fun, she's getting into skincare and makeup, and so I thought, my daughter found this when we were shopping in Chicago, and she thought this was super cute. It's just one of those absorbent headbands for like pulling your hair back, washing your face. It looks like cow horns. We thought that was so cute. Her dad does farm, so he doesn't actually currently have cows, but they have in the past. But yeah, they do farm, so we thought that was cute. And then I also got her a putty egg. She is all about all things slime and all things putty. I was actually going to give her an infinity cube and put this in the egg hunt, and I'm like, no, she loves this a lot, and I figured she was going to be too old and too cool to hunt eggs this year. But then she made a comment about being excited about the egg hunt, so I may switch this out and give her an infinity cube also, because she can get these in the egg hunt. But for now, it'll be in her basket. And then Rue is our deviled egg maker. Every holiday she makes deviled eggs, whether it's Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, and or just like a 4th of July cookout or whatever, and she always calls me and wants to borrow my egg squirter, because I have the Pamper Chuck thing that squirts the eggs all fancy. And she loves white chocolate. I was shopping at Target and I found this, and it's a white chocolate deviled egg, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get that for her special candy item or her special food item. And you know, that's just unique to her. And it was $1.50, which seems kind of high for a little bitty deviled egg sized chocolate, but it was too cute not to pass up. And then for her fun Eastery thing, it uses up in one use. $2 was probably too much to pay for this, but it's a bunny shaped sparkler. But you know what? They don't need more stuff cluttering up their house. So if it's not useful in some way, I try to limit, you know, like she is getting the putty or infinity cube or something, but you know, I want most of the things to either be useful or consumable in some way. So that is her basket, and her total, oh, I think I forgot to tell you Garrick's total. So Garrick's total came to $15.25. So I really came in under budget on him. Bowen's total came to $16.05. So I was really under budget on him. And then Rue's total is $23.30. So I went a little over on her. It was because of this. But again, I would rather get her something useful. And since I knew I would be under budget on some of the other kids, I thought that was okay for baskets. Now, as far as the Putty Egg and the Infinity Cube, they're about the same price, so swapping that out is not going to matter. But yeah, those are her items for her basket. And that concludes my Easter baskets for my older kids video this year, and I'm so excited to share this. I can't wait to see all of yours. I've been watching them for weeks. I love it. I watch these videos to get ideas. I hope that maybe you guys can get some ideas from some of the things that I have purchased. If not, it's just fun to see how other people do things and other people's Easter traditions. So anyway, that being said, next year I plan to scale back. These are a lot of items for it's just nieces and nephews. It's just supposed to be like a fun little reminder of like, hey, here's something fun to help celebrate the day. But it just seems like it gets bigger and bigger every year. So anyway, I hope you guys got a lot of ideas, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully this week. Bye.